Hello everybody, this is JonnY at KjmO, Dark Night Radio, and I am in a bad mood tonight because I have been dissed 3 times. Just took a drink of this strawberry lemonade. Now that tastes good, that makes me feel a little better. But I'll tell you, since the 4th of July, I have been dissed by this fucking record producer 3 times. And it's over sending emails, like I think the last maybe 7 or so in the last couple of weeks, regarding what's going on, what could I do to try to make something happen that he hasn't been able to in order to get recordings out with a contract that I found with BURNSIDE and myself on them. Now, it's coming on 2 years in October since this guy has had this material. And I can't see who it is, and I can't. But it is a very well-known record company in the blues world. And it's located in the Midwest, so whatever. Anyway, it's been around a long time. A lot of great acts are on it if you're into that kind of music. I kind of tend to go more for roots music. But anyway, or lower key roots music than the band stuff. But anyways, point is that the guy had a hard time. His wife fell and hurt herself, and he took her to the ER and then had to deal with it. But he chose to get mad at me that day for sending him an email regarding, well, what could I possibly do? Or sending him, I sent him me playing the ukulele, sure enough, and he wrote back and liked that, and then I just sent him stuff for fun, and then me doing a little slide ukulele, he didn't say anything about that, but he just bitched at me for sending so many emails to him. Well, it's not that many, and part of it is in response to him. Part of it is that I think his frustration in not being able to accomplish what he's tried to do. It has to be, in his company, it has to be, everything has to be really careful if they release a CD. It has to be, everything has to be covered. Now, for me to do it, since these people were in Mississippi had gotten in the way so much of, like, one person doesn't know what the other person's doing in this family, and then I've been dealing with it when I worked with RadiO. I dealt with it for a long time with that, their craziness, and now we have an estate lawyer that doesn't want to deal with this guy, this record guy, so that represents the family. So he's trying to figure this stuff out, but meanwhile, he doesn't want me to talk to these people at all. So I'm sort of held, I can't do that. So okay, that's all cool, but I don't really think it's cool because I think that I could make this happen because I'm a musician and I'm on the recordings. I'm not just somebody, a record guy. I'm somebody that I might trust a little more. But anyway, the point of this story tonight is be careful what you write to people in emails, because I sent back a film I found of a really cool film from 1974 called Honky Tonk. It's out on the internet, and by Tal Falco. And anyway, I sent that, and get a little card for his wife, and hoping they're all right. And all he did was bitch more about me sending him another email. So fuck him. And now I want the material back. I mean, I didn't sign any contracts, so I don't see where there's any problem. But unless he can somehow get around this bullshit that he's dealing with these people in the Mississippi, in mid-October, it'll be 2 years since he's had this stuff. And about that point, it's a whole different deal now, with CDs aren't really sold, I guess, streaming, and we could basically, Rosalie and I could basically set up our own independent company. It won't have anything near a big company like his is in terms of publicity and trying to get it overseas and stuff. But what are they going to get overseas? I don't even think. Who knows? I don't know what the market is for CDs over there, but I don't think that it's probably not much any more than. I mean, why should people buy CDs when they can just put on music on the internet? I mean, it's kind of bizarre. In some ways, I think it's cool. In other ways, I think it's crummy. I think that musicians should be paid for what they do. I don't think that, but I listen to music and I'm not paying for it. I mean, I would I mean, when I can, but if I want to listen to a Sonny Boy Williamson album, and I download Sonny Boy Williamson and Don't Start Me Talking comes up, I mean, if I could, if I could contribute $1 or 30 cents or whatever to anything that I listen to, I would be glad to do that. But there's no way to do it. I mean, that I'm aware of. I guess there is if you go to, like, get your music on Spotify and you buy a song or whatever. But all I know is that the guy dissed me and I don't like it. I mean, it was really crummy, and if I'd have been a different kind of person, it was, so rude that, like, if was a different kind of person, I would travel all the way back there just to shoot the motherfucker. I mean, really, if I was a different person, I'm not gonna do that because I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not that kind of person. But be careful what you write in emails because I could hear and feel this guy screaming at me through his fucking email, and I didn't like it. I'm too old for that. He's a little older than me. But I did not like that at all, and I have moved beyond where I let people get away with that. So I'm just gonna give this another 3 months and see if he comes up with a miracle. And I don't even know what kind of miracle it could be. It's all confusing to me. I don't even see how these American companies stay in business anymore. But and I don't even understand why I didn't just think of this from the get-go, just to release this stuff myself. But I'm still thinking about even another record company if this guy doesn't come through. And it's in regards to this book that I wrote. I'm working on 2 books about my days with R.L. Burnside, and one of them is almost done, the early years. And there's a company, Third Man Books in Nashville, Jack White's company, the musician Jack White's company, and uh, they both publish books and uh, whatever they do, with music these days. I don't know if they make CDs with it or just set it to be streaming. I don't have any idea, but they have a music department there too. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool if I could talk to them about releasing. They were interested in distributing a CD that I was on with RL called Acoustic Stories. So at some point the guy that produced it, he didn't, for some reason he didn't follow through with it. But anyway, so they were already interested in one thing that I'm on with Rule. So they might be interested in these recordings, and that's what I would like to do. But I guess to get out of the thing with this guy, I'm just gonna have to write a letter sometime if he doesn't come through, and just say, stop pursuing any possibilities to get this thing out there, and just, it's been 2 years, and you told me that, you'll let me know if something happens. If something happens sounds pretty, pretty vague, if something happens. Like, if it'd be more, like, solid if you said, I'll let you know when something happens, because I still want to try to get this thing done. Instead of, like, well, I'll let you know if something happens, and I have other responsibilities. Well, of course he does. He runs a fucking record business. I'm not stupid, I mean. So, I'm just being a little selfish with him in that I would like to uh, get this stuff out there, but it's just when you just don't know what's going on and how much somebody is really doing to try to make that happen. It's kind of tough because you're not around them. you have to just trust some stranger that somebody told me about. It was an ex-friend of mine that told me, an old friend, well, sort of a person I don't know anymore, but he's on that label, and I suggested I send it to him. And so I was surprised the guy was interested. But anyway, because I thought they did more band stuff. But yeah, be careful what you say on emails, because people, they can be offended, and it's not the same as a Zoom call even. It's or talking to them on the phone. I mean, writing is cool and all that, but if you think somebody is um, like really angry at you or something like that, it just seems even worse. Or for some reason that you don't deserve, it seems worse to read it on email than for them to talk to you about it on the phone or in person or whatever. But anyway, that's just my opinion. So I had to get this rant out. There it is. I have no idea what's going to happen with this whole situation, but I I do know I appreciate everybody that supports this channel, and I'm very grateful for anybody that tunes in this alternate or sort of alternate ego thing with this KjmO Dark Night Radio. And I want you all to have a great, fine day wherever you're at, or morning, evening, or night. And this is JonnY signing off on KjmO Dark Night Radio. So long until the next time. Be cool with those emails. They can offend people easier than you think if they're the wrong size fit. See ya.